Hello everyone, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Grace and I am really happy to have you here watching this video today. So I am very grateful. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for watching my videos. God bless you so much. If you've subscribed, thank you. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe and please kindly watch other videos on this channel for great contents. Okay, so let 7 lessons that I have learned in this period of confinement, in these times and seasons. Okay, so number one on the list is that there are no guarantees in life. You can plan, life is not guaranteed. This is one pure lesson I have learned in this period. Second lesson I've learned so far is to appreciate little things. Who would have known that just going out without face mask, up and down, washing hands here and there, not hugging, not shaking hands, and all of that were blessings to us? Who would have known that these were, because normally in normal life, these are things you take for granted. You freely breathe, you freely go your way and all of that. Right now, you're like where I'm staying presently, they tell us presently you can't go out without your face mask. Buckets are everywhere with, running water for you to wash your hands and all of that. These were things we were taking for granted, that you could just go out and breathe in air and exhale it. But right now, it is expensive. So we have, whether we like it or not, life or these times and seasons call for covering of our faces. You can't hug somebody, you can't shake hands with somebody, you can't, do so many things. So these were things we were taking for granted, but this period has made me personally to realize that these were little things that were going unappreciated. And if I look inwards truly, I will find that there are so many other things I've been taking for granted, which this period is beginning to make me not to take them for granted. This is the third lesson I've learned in this season. Man proposes, God disposes. None of us at the beginning of this year had planned for the way things are going. We made our plans and our programs. This time to this time, I should have gotten to this level. By this time to this time, I should have. And right now, nobody is actually focusing on those plans and programs. Our whole mind now is, how do we get to the end of this season? When can we come to the end of this period? That is what the focus of every living human being on earth is right now. Weddings have been postponed. So many things have been postponed because of what is presently going on in the world today. These were not things that people planned for this year. People made plans, people strategized. People are facing new things. Another thing this period has taught me as a person is that we need a good home. You may not want it put that way. A good home. We need a good family. Whether it is people that are really, really biologically your family or not, but as human beings, we need a good home. Imagine being in confinement with somebody you're not getting along with as a spouse. Look at what is going on in the world. Imagine being in confinement with, siblings that you're not getting along with. Imagine being in confinement with yourself alone. Yes, because there are people that are in situations where they are all alone, all by themselves in their own places of confinement. So imagine being in confinement, you alone, and you don't even love yourself, or you can't even enjoy your own company. So we need a good home. We need a good setting. We need to be at peace with ourselves. We need to be at peace with our significant other. We need to be at peace with our family members. On ne sait jamais. That is what the Frenchman says. You never know. One other thing that I have learned from this period is that life can change at any given point in time. Life can change sporadically. That is the truth. Life can change sporadically. It can change from what you used to know it to be to what you never planned and programmed for yourself, you just see that my life has changed. This wasn't the way, these weren't the things I had planned for this year. These weren't the things that life can change. And there are things you don't have any control over them. And like things like this, you don't have any control. You can do your best as a human being, but the rest is in the hand of God. So life can change at any point in time. One other thing I've learned in this period of confinement or semi-confinement, or in what has been going on in the world today, is to set my priorities right. As a human being, what are your priorities? What are my priorities? First and foremost, God comes first. But before this season, has he always come? Have I always allowed him to be that first? Is he first by words? Or is he really first? Do I put him first indeed? Do I think about eternity? Was I thinking about eternity as, as I should have before this period? So now, with this thing going on right now, with how life has changed from the known to the unknown, we are getting used to the new normal. And I wonder if after this whole thing, after this whole pandemic, I wonder if life will ever go back to the old normal that we used to know. I really wonder, will life ever go back to how we used to know it to be? One other thing that life has taught me in this period is that we need God. God is our anchor. We don't need him because we are afraid. We need him because he is the only one that can make sense out of nonsense. He is the only one that can make a situation we don't understand. He is the one that will be telling you peace, peace, even in the midst of a storm. And tell me, who wouldn't need such a person in his life? The one that when you read his word, he keeps speaking peace to your heart. His spirit will be ministering peace to you, even in the midst of problems, even in the midst of troubles. But not the least is that eternity, this period has made me to be so much aware of eternity, how close we are to eternity.